Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning I have two guests from Shaw Industries, Heather Yamada and Teresa Tran. Ladies, how you doing?
We're great, thank you.
We're going to talk about Bellera, Shaw's brand new high-performance carpet. Before we get into that, though, just a little quick background. Heather, I think you've been at Shaw since 2003, and you worked at Dixie prior to that, and you were in the candy business prior to that, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Teresa, you've been at Shaw since 2007, and you started out in the field up in the Wisconsin area, didn't you?
Yes, I was in sales for 18 years and came down to Dalton about 3 years ago.
And Heather, you're Director of Retail Marketing, and Teresa, you're Director of Soft Surface Portfolio Management, and I asked you what that meant. That's really kind of a design job, both aesthetics and construction, right?
Correct.
Okay. Bellera, this is a big launch for Shaw. Some people might know Shaw has divided their consumer marketing focus into three parts, with Anderson Tufteck as one part, and Cortec as another part, and Shaw Floors as another, and this is the biggest launch in the Shaw floor side, right?
Yes, on the carpet side it is.
So you're calling it high-performance carpet. Tell us what makes it different from what Shaw's been doing in the past.
Well, we're very excited about this introduction because what we're trying to do is gather from all the consumer studies and actually take that and develop products that meet their needs. So when we talk about a product that is performance-based, it's not only durable, but it's beautiful and it's soft to the hand. So kind of everything that the consumer is looking for today.
And part of the problem, I think, in our carpet business is that when a consumer walks into the store, the retail sales associate says, oh, you need to buy this, and gets into the fiber type, the backing type, and gets into a whole lot of stuff that the consumer doesn't understand. But there are pieces of that story that are part of this, and being somewhat of a linhead myself, I've tried to delve into this, and I'm walking away hearing that it's just really a system. There's a story about the face, there's a story about the stain protection, there's a story about the backing. So tell us some of the details about that, if you would.
We want to start by starting to talk to the consumer. I think we're proud as manufacturers in the past, to talk about the twist level and the density and how the product is actually constructed. But ultimately, the consumer is purchasing, first of all, with her fingers, right? She's touching the product.
Yeah.
Does it feel good? Is it soft? And then as far as design and style, is there a product that I love and I like? Mm-hmm. And from there, her expectations or his expectation is that I want a product that performs. I have an active lifestyle. I've got pets, and these are the things that I would like for the product to do, and I want it all. And that's okay, and that's what we're trying to do, is to not only train our people, our RSAs, and ultimately to the consumer, is that it's not about just the fiber or the stain treatment or even the backing. Mm-hmm. But when you add all of those components together, you really get Bellera, which is, we like to talk about Bellera, which is Bella for beauty and Era for timeless, because they want to know that the product they purchase today will look beautiful for years to come.
So let me key in on that a second. Actually, the name itself, Bellera, is beauty and
Era is timeless.
That's right.
So timeless beauty.
Okay. So I've seen the display that you're just getting out of retail now, and one side of the display has a 12 by 12 inch piece of carpet that's brand new, and the one right beside it has one that's the equivalent of 5 years. Tell us a little bit about that, if you would.
Yeah, so one of the things that we really wanted to showcase is this idea of durability and performance along with beauty. From a consumer perspective, we know that durability and performance is important to them, but they also want a beautiful product. So how do we really showcase that to the consumer and prove that they can have both? And so when you walk up to the display, you walk up and you see these two swatches. One is a fresh new piece of carpet, and one we have done a 20,000-foot walk test, which is the equivalent of 5 years. So they can walk up and see that and touch the new sample along with the one that has been walk tested. And so it's a really great comparison to show the consumer that this product will look good over time. So it's really effective to be able to see it, touch it, and feel it.
and that really proves that it will look good over time.
You know, another key part of this story, and I think, we'll make sure we highlight this in this short interview, is that if you're looking for Bellera and, you're out in the space anywhere, regardless of the retailer, you're going to be able to tell it in a second because on the back, it's Carolina blue, right?
Yes, we are very excited about that. We truly believe that we have something very unique, and we really want for it to be easily identifiable for the consumer.
Let me add, we feel that this new blue color is making it more distinctive. In store, consumers will easily recognize that this is different. And if you think about from a marketing perspective, there are a lot of organizations that use color to market. And we feel like that by changing Lifeguard to this color, it will make it more distinctive and recognizable to consumers.
Another part of the story is the R2X stain treatment, which Shaw's had for a while. It's also on every one of these styles, right?
That is correct. R2X stain and soil protection has been out now for over 20 years. It's tried and true. People understand it. It's very, very powerful, and we continue to add that to our product as we scour and add R2X.
Now, a big part of the story is the warranty, because this is almost unprecedented for Shaw. You've got a 10-year warranty on this that's not prorated, correct?
Yeah, so what we wanted to do with our warranty, because Bellera is very different, we wanted to come out with a warranty that people can really understand. So what we found is through the consumers and even our dealer network, they came back to us, and with all the warranties that are out there from lifetime to 20, 25 years, they were asking for us, give us a warranty we can believe in, that is simple. And we really try to make it transparent, because with the 10 years, it's really with very, very little exceptions. So no surprises, worry-free warranty is really that true statement, which is we stand behind our products.
Yeah.
The warranty is a page and a half. It's very simple.
Okay, so another part of this, too, is the styling. I mean, obviously, I think it's the first or second criteria when homeowners shopping for flooring is, what's it look like? And I've seen some of what you're doing there. You've got some cut pile, you've got some heather, you've got fleck, but you also have got some patterns. You've got a nice wide assortment of styling, right?
Yes, that's what we're very excited about, is being able to see what the consumer needs and to actually make products that they want. So when you look at it, it's very balanced. You have your tried true solid cut pile, like you had mentioned, Kemp, a heather visual, an accent visual. But then if you look at the rest of it, there's very bold patterns. So whether you want to make it wall-to-wall or the rug of your choice, you have a lot of different visuals you can choose from.
All right, so timing on this, was I right? These displays are just entering the marketplace, so it's out there for the consumer now?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, thanks for telling our listeners a little bit about Bellera. I know they've been interested to hear the details. Again, been talking to Heather Yamada and Teresa Tran with Shaw Industries, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.